Hello? Hello? You in there? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Third Coast Reptile right here on YouTube. Today we're going to be working on the eastern box turtle enclosure behind me. We're going to be adding new substrate, leaf litter, new things for him to eat. We're going to do enrichment on the eastern box turtle enclosure today, and we're going to be talking about some bad stuff with the FWC because they're jerks. Well, all right, guys, before I enter the Redfoot area to access the eastern box turtle area, I'm going to have to give them a distraction because I don't want to be stepping on them or I don't want them biting my shoes while I'm working on the eastern box turtle enclosure over here. In order to do that, I'm going to give them spring mix. That way I can go ahead and feed them over here while I'm working over here and everybody's happy. Alright guys, as you can see right here, all of the guys are over here on this side, which leaves me a nice route right up to the eastern box turtle enclosure there, where we'll be working today. Now, I'm going to be using this topsoil right here. This is a plain Jane, no additive topsoil we're going to be using. It doesn't have any of those Miracle Grow chemical additive stuff in there, which is primarily what I've been using in the enclosures here in general. Sometimes I'll add peat moss to it as well. But for the eastern box turtle, we're just going to have plain dirt. So we're going to go ahead and start getting the dirt over there, and I'll meet you over at the eastern box turtle enclosure in a minute. All right, guys, the plan is working. They are down on this side of the enclosure here. All the redfoots are over there, so that gives me a nice clear path right up to the eastern box turtle enclosure over there. Today we're going to be using topsoil, plain Jane topsoil for the substrate. I got 3 bags here, which should be plenty for this 2-foot by 10-foot enclosure over here. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now. All right, guys, so here is my eastern box turtle right here. Hello, lady. Hello. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get her out of the enclosure in a minute. I'll set her down there. We're going to go ahead and get all this junk out of here and put in new stuff. Alright guys, this is bag number 1. Throw that over there. We're going to get down and dirty. Just nice even layer. Right over the top. Like so. Nice and easy. Beautiful. That's 1. Looks a lot better already, huh? Alright, second bag. Now, I'll dump this out like that. There we go. Does that. A little stuck in there. Put the bag to the side. Alright, now we're going to dump this towards the water. Just nice and clean it down. Just trying to evenly disperse this dirt as much as possible. Just getting the stuff all nice and rounded out here. I'll move you guys so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Tilt that up. So I'm not worried about the water right now. We'll clean that out. I just want to fill in the print where it's going to be. Just like that. Pack it in nicely. Man, it's hot. But it's supposed to be hot. It's a reptile room, right? Okay, so we still got a little bit more in here. I'm going to go ahead and just backfill it this way over this side. A little bit more substrate to put around. Just like that. Nicely done. Okay. So our last bag of dirt will go on that side over there. So we'll move our eastern box turtle back over here. That's a lot of work. Alright, so last and final bag here. Get this dumped in here. Like so. Alright. Move that out of the way for now. And we'll start spreading this out. Again, I'm not worried about the dirt and the water right now. I'm going to replace all that. I just want to get a nice footprint around it. Like so. Get a nice mound here. Fill it in. Okay. Good. Everything looking real good. I just want to make sure that it's not too high on these walls over here because possibly escape that way, and it's a long fall down from up here, so we don't want that either. Okay. You know what, we'll probably move some dirt over to the other side here. It's a lot, which is fine. Toss it over there, no big deal. Looking good. All right. All right, looking good. All right, guys, let me grab you up here. Oh. So you can see here, we got everything kind of in place here. Now we're ready for the next layer, which is going to be our leaf litter. I'm going to make it. It's hard, man. I'm going to make it. Alright guys, while you were off camera, I went ahead and put the hide back in, and I made a place for the water dish. We still got to clean the water out, but right now, it's time for our leaf litter. Our leaf litter is wild caught. I got it from the front yard, but it's okay because leaf litter is safe for your eastern box turtle, being native to where I live. I would not recommend putting that in any sort of heat source without expecting it to catch on fire, because it would. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put the leaf litter in now and spread it all about. Sounds like a hokey pokey song. Weird. Alright, so take the leaf litter here. We're just going to dump it out like so. That's all our leaf litter. Yep, okay. Toss the bag. And we're just going to spread this stuff out. Now, being that it's leaf litter, it will decompose over time, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and just create a natural camouflage for these eastern box turtles. So that's what we're intending to do here. Yeah. Get this stuff all nice and done around like so. We're going to get this all taken care of. Nice, then keep the food dish clear here. Okay, that side's gonna stay dirt like that, and this side over here is done. Alright, so the only thing left to do now, the water dish. Dun dun dun! We gotta clean the water dish, that's the next thing. I don't really like cleaning water dishes, just want to let you know. Alright, now that we've got our water dish cleaned out here, we're gonna go ahead and fill it up. which is taking too long. We're going to go ahead and change our settings on our hose here. There we go. Get this filled up. While this is filling, I want to note that this will make it harder to find your eastern box turtle, but they will definitely feel way more comfortable in it. Again, there she is in the back corner there, just kind of figuring out what the heck's going on in this enclosure today. Eastern box turtles, fun fact, do swim. They actually do float, so the depth of this water is okay for me just to go ahead and fill her all the way up. It's about 2.5 inches deep. Perfect for her, perfect size, nice and clean. She's got new substrate in here today, fresh water, and leaf litter. So that wraps it up for the, that wraps it up for the eastern box turtle portion of the video. Now we're going to talk about something a little bit more crappy. Oh, and by the way, we got done just in time. Look at that. They've got almost all of this lettuce gone, and they'll have it gone here in another 5 minutes or so. Okay, so at this point I want to go ahead and talk about a very serious issue that's going on in our reptile hobby internationally here in the United States. And unfortunately, April 6th is known as the Massacre Thursday. It occurred in Florida. The FWC, or the Florida Wildlife Commission, went to a gentleman's facility and started slaughtering snakes, which sucks. They did it inhumanely. There's tons of videos on this on the internet. You guys can watch those videos. I don't want to display them here. They're pretty graphic. Essentially, these officers that enforce the laws went in and took a bolt gun, which, if you don't know what a bolt gun is, it's a gun that holds a charge that you slam on top, and this bolt comes ramming down into the snake's heads, right into their brains, and killing them. It doesn't kill them instantly unless you scramble up those brains afterwards. So it was an inhumane act. They were killing these animals inhumanely. They misidentified a snake. So ball pythons are way different than boa constrictors. And they misidentified a pregnant boa constrictor as a ball python, which are illegal in Florida. They misidentified the snake and killed it, and it happened to be gravid, meaning that it was pregnant with other snakes. And it's just, it is reckless and ignorant and ruthless the way they went about this and the way they handled it. And the reason why I'm saying this, I know we're in a different state, or you may not be in Florida. Other states watch Florida as an example of what to do and where to go. And the reason why they went to this guy's facility was because a boa constrictor, or I'm sorry, a ball python was found a half an hour away from his facility. And a young man brought that to the FWC, and they killed it in the same manner, like a few hours beforehand. So they went there on a hunch that, oh, okay, well, this is a snake. This guy has snakes. He's a half hour away. Let's go there and investigate. And thinking that the snake came from this guy's house all the way over there, which would cross major highways. It's a very densely populated area in Florida, and yet they had the intuition to think that the snake would travel all the way over there to get killed by them, and then they'd have to go over there and just investigate. So basically what they were doing was they were headhunting. They went in with a mission to just slaughter pets and be done with it. The guy was complying with the law up to a few months ago when the rules changed. And those rules wouldn't grandfather him in. It's to the point now where Florida residents don't know who to call with questions about what they should or shouldn't do without the risk of being investigated. It's just that bad. It's awful. So why am I bringing this to you? Why am I adding this and including it to my video? Like I said, other states watch Florida. They're an example state, they follow suit, and so on. However, if you do not want this to happen to you, you do not want this to happen in your state, say you have animals that fit the bill of what the animals are being restricted in Florida and you don't want that to happen here, talk to your local government. Let them know how you feel and how you stand on it, and if anything, give them an idea to monetize on our behalf. I would rather have a permit than getting slaughtered animals just for the sake of slaughtering them. Talk to your local branches. If you are not a member, get to be a member of the U.S. ARC. U.S. ARC is our defense. They're the ones that go in front of judges. They're lawyers. They have a staff of lawyers that represent us. Those lawyers aren't cheap. Go ahead and get on the U.S. ARC, and they have information about the whole event as well as what happened in Florida. I strongly encourage you guys to get on U.S. ARC, look up the stuff that happened there. I posted a video last year, I believe it was, where I talked about a threat to Michigan, right where I live, where they were going to start banning animals here. So trust me, the threat is real, and you've now seen an example on YouTube of what they're capable of and how ignorant they are and go about going about it. Jeez, a piece. I've talked a lot today. I'm sorry. So I just want to let you know this and have you understand what I'm talking about, what could happen, and to do your part. And I'm not going to show the video because it's super graphic and stupid, and these people really suck. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This was a good video. We're going to have some more videos here in the future. Just stick around.